So y'all, you know how the spout was out and I thought it had good temperature control? Yeah, it sputtered. I was gonna put on some pants, but I was like, it's gonna be hot. I should have put on pants. I don't think it's gonna burn me. I don't think so. I've splashed myself before plenty of times and I've been fine, thank God. And this should be able to come up off the floor. Hopefully, I just don't wanna have to do that, but at least I put down paper on some of the table. I hate to have to clean up mess, but hey, we're learning. And then I tried to turn off and I ended up opening the spout more because I turned it the wrong way and it splattered a second time. Yeah. At least these are done though. Okay, so y'all remember, I think it was a few videos ago where I was talking about something that I was going to be introducing at some point, because I've been on it, right? So I had a lot of YouTube videos like backed up, and I've uploaded, I believe, already 3 videos on YouTube. So I'm back on that. I tried YouTube Shorts again because I took a little break from that. Actually, I forgot about it, and I tried it, and I guess I forgot what time I posted, which is not working anymore. But so we got to find a way with that, or you know, it's fine. I don't have to do YouTube Shorts. I just recycle the content anyway. So that's what was helping me get along too. But the posting isn't working anymore right now, maybe because I took a break. Another thing is I started back working, or kind of revamped, not revised, but more revamped my candle making, like, educational website, where all of my candle recipes and candle guides are going to be. And I'm going to be doing some more candle recipes at some point, as well as wholesale. So I'm working on wholesale as well. I kind of already figured out some of the jars that I'm going to be introducing or offering. So I want to do that as well, because I'm trying to get, you know, my more income coming in. So like y'all know, I got candles. So I actually finished all of my candles here. This is the last scent that I made last week, which I believe is my my Sweet Passion scent. This is my other scent. This is, I believe, I forgot which one it is, but that's that one. And this one is, I believe, my peony scent. So I got all of my candles made here. So I got, you know, 1, 2, 3, 1 scent, and then all the way down. So I have 12 candles, 3 scents of, 3 candles of 4 scents. So all of my candles are made. I just got to get my labels in, which are gonna be a little bit more expensive because I'm going texture labels, like I said, with bronze, embossed, raised text. So that's another reason why I'm raising my candle prices, because it's already an Apothecary jar. It's coconut wax. It's double wicked. It's 10% fragrance ratio with a texture embossed bronze painted label. That's a lot of quality. And then also I'm going to be doing some making sure that a lot of things that are my packing materials are going to be recycle friendly, you know, because this is off topic, but I was just looking at some of my shipping supplies right when I introduced my wax melts. So that's what I was going to say in the beginning of this, when I was talking about all the stuff that I'm doing in my business. And that was going to be one of the things that I'm going to start offering is wax melts. But I'm considering, well, I know one that I'm going to do is squeeze wax melts. So I think those are so cute. They're so innovative. They're different. And just, I'm going to put some photos up here. Just a lot of photos I've been seeing. They look so cute bagged up like that. Now, I will say the bag looks a little cheap to me. So I wanted to use some bottles, like they're like Tidal bottles, or like more like lotion bottles. But I couldn't find the best lotion bottle that was affordable, the exact color that I wanted. And with the Tidal bottles, they were exactly what I wanted. They were like an oval shape, but I feel like they were more of the harder, like the sanitizer bottles. That's most of what they kind of remind me of, and I think they are. The Tidal bottles, or like the oval shape bottles. Plastic is harder, which is why I say like sanitizer bottles. So I felt like it was gonna be harder to squeeze, and you weren't gonna get much out of it. It's like a 4-ounce bottle, but it was really, really cute. But I thought it looked so much more professional, and which is why I started getting that oval label idea for those Tidal bottles. I think it'd be so cute. But with those plastic, you know, spout bags, which are what most everybody uses, it'll be cute there too. I don't know about the oval shape because they're not oval, they're more rectangular. So I may do like a rounded rectangular label. I don't want to use too big of a label because those labels are already like more expensive than it has to be. And I'm hoping that, because I do want to offer at least 2 sizes of those wax melts. I've already been trying to decide like what size, so I finally made my decision. I was thinking about 8 ounce, 6.7 ounce, 5 ounce, 3.38 ounce, and 1 ounce. I already bought some 1 ounces, so that's what I was wanting to tell y'all earlier, but I didn't want to like go ahead and spoil it. But I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all, it's not like it's a brand new product. It's just something I'm just going to offer, and there's so many other recipes out there, so I just go ahead and tell y'all. I wanted to use them as samples because I think they were so cute, but if I'm going to be putting that texture label on there, right now, the packaging is cheaper than, you know, jars and stuff, but because you get to cut it too, like you get to cut the materials that you use and use less wax and save money on wax. You use more oil, which is pretty cheap, but you do use more fragrance oil. That's the only thing. And fragrance oil to me is really, really expensive. It's really how I buy them right now. That's one of the reasons why I wasn't sure about offering it, to be honest. But I think they're really, really cute, and they could honestly be cost effective and also cheaper item on my platform. So I raised my prices. I wanted to have my 10-ounce candles at least like $18 to $20. Now with these jars right here, we're going to be $18 when I first started, but then to make up for some fees or some costs or even like more quality labels, I was going to make them $20. And then my 10-ounce jars were going to be $22 or $24 to do that. But and I was thinking like it's kind of crazy to have certain prices in person. So in person I was going to have these 18, and online we're going to be like 20. I'm not offering those anymore. I've already went with my 10-ounce double weight jars because it took me so long to get to them, and those are the jars that I've been wanting to use for years. That's what I've been honestly built my platform on. And they were going to be, I go back and forth between 20 and all these other prices. They were going to be, I believe, $22. No, actually 20. They were either going to be $20 or $22. And I decided to go up to $24. Just the quality of it all, you know, the products, the background, just the whole aesthetic I'm going for, you know, it's going to be a high quality handmade item. Now, once I get bigger, you know, and my cost of goods is a little bit cheaper, I may go back down, maybe probably just 22, not 20, but I will have them at 20, maybe 22 in person or at vendor events, because that is kind of steep to take, you know, because even though they're obviously there for a handmade item, sometimes people don't want to pay handmade prices. And I understand that. So, and to me, it's kind of crazy anyway. It's been for a 10-ounce jar. So what I'm thinking is at least $2 per ounce. So $20 for in-person. And for my 16-ounce jars, they were going to be $26, $28. But right now I have them at $30 for online prices. And what I think with that too is how I can get away with that too. I can offer free shipping like most other shops and small businesses. They offer free shipping at a, you know, if you buy a certain amount of products, or you know, if your checkout is a certain amount, it actually works out. And in person, I can go back to the price that I thought was the best. And also, that was the price that I've been watching a video from Black Top Barn about pricing your products.
First one is called value pricing. Now, value pricing is really a focus on customer satisfaction, customer value, quality to the customer, versus focusing too much on costs. You think that your customer will see enough value in that product or service that they will pay you X amount of money for that product or service.
And he was saying that starting with your cost of goods, if you are at your beginning cost where you're not really buying in bulk, you can go ahead and up your prices for what they may reflect now, what you need now, but you will probably have less buyers.
So as I mentioned, the goal with the strategy is to really earn higher profits per interaction, per transaction, but the caveat is you're going to have less reach. You're going to have less business or sales overall, and so it's kind of that finding that happy medium.
You know, because they don't want to pay that price. And that is to make sure that you are able to grow and you are making your money back and then some to invest in your business. Then there's, you still aren't able to buy in bulk, but you go ahead and set aside your bulk prices and understand, okay, I may be making the candle for $10.68 right now, but later on, once I start buying 5-pound jugs of oil, once I start buying cases of wax and buying in bulk, you know, then I can make my candle for $6, you know. So where you may have needed to make, say if you wanted, because most people do like the cost of goods time 3 or 4, which is kind of steep to me because my prices are kind of already a little high because it's always around $6 to $8 for me to make a candle.
The drawbacks to using cost-based pricing is if your costs are too high, which early on when you're a business and you're not buying bulk and you don't have low cost of goods sold, what tends to happen is you end up with prices that are exaggerated, prices that are too high to really get a good market share, and you have a hard time selling to your customers. However, it can inhibit growth early on for the reasons I mentioned previously. Because it can cause your products to be marked excessively high early on in your business, it can price you out of the market, and it can really slow your growth early on.
You know, so starting at that, say if you, like I said before, $10, you know, is where you are right now with bulk, with non-bulk pricing, and $6 where you can be with bulk pricing. So either you can charge the more expensive price here, but get less purchases, but make sure that you are charging your worth. You also ensure that you are able to grow, but you do get less sales, so it may not be as fast or easy to grow. Now here, knowing where your prices are going to be in the future when you do start upgrading and buying more and buying in bulk, you can go ahead and have a cost that you are fine with charging for this item and you still make a good amount. So say if you want to make at least $20 worth of profit, or $10, $15 worth of profit, right? And it costs you $10 to make this candle, $6 to make this one. And you charge, let's say $30 over here. So $20 is profit, $10 is what you want to make the candle for. $6 over here, $26. You still want to make $20. $30 minus 10, $20, $10 to make the product, $26 minus 6, $20 worth of profit, $6 is what you made the candle for. So you can go ahead and have a little bit cheaper. It will ensure more purchases, but you may go at a slower rate because you are getting less in return back for your cost of goods.
What's really interesting about this strategy is to focus on your future cost of goods sold. So what I'm referring to here is, when you're starting out as a business, you're not buying products in bulk. You tend to pay more for shipping. You're using multiple suppliers. You haven't figured out all your best suppliers yet, or at least your most affordable products and materials. That early on in your business, it's going to cost you more to make your product right now than it will later down the road. Long story short, price of your materials to make your current products today should be less than they are right now. They should be less down the road.
Now, I will say, one of the people who was using those jars, and it was single wick with a CD wick, I believe, she stopped making candles. But with her, she was charging $20 for those 10-ounce jars. And most other people that I see using the jars that I use, and even the 16-ounce jars, they sell their 16 ounces for $30, and they sell their 10 ounces for like $24, $26, right? So they charge even higher or at the same rate. And that's honestly where I got my prices from. I was charging a little bit less, because those are my in-person prices, and those will also be the prices I will feel comfortable with once I do grow and buy in bulk. Those are my prices. So my 10 ounces would be $20, and my 16 ounces would be around like $26, maybe $28, or maybe even still $30, because $30, honestly, I think is a decent price for that, you know, because if I want to do extra, you know, like I said, $2 a thing or whatever. So yeah, that's how I got that right now. And I'm gonna show y'all my setup real quick, and I'm gonna start talking about some more of the wax melt stuff. So I put this down here after my spill. As you can see, there's still like wax in here. I got a clip of that too, because this is my catch cup, but it was running like so much to where it built up and it froze in midair. And I have everything pretty much clear right now. Now, what I will say is, like, because this is all my main candle making stuff, so I was still able to make all my candles with all my stuff over here. And then just use some of my paper towels, as well as these right here, which is more for my packaging. But this was also helping me to keep my table clean and keep some of those wax drippings off. And now, I also use this as well, because this made this so much easier. I have a link down in the description. Now that I use that coconut wax, and I have to heat up to at least past 200 with, you know, my settings or whatever, I don't have to keep tinkering with it or worrying about it getting too hot, because the wax should be over 200 and some degrees. So I have a perfect temperature, and that was one of my main concerns, was the wax getting too hot and me not knowing the right setting to not burn the wax, or for the wax to be too cool and then I need to go get it, but it's too cool for me to use, or it's too hot. And this right here, the only thing I say in that video, I guess I'll try to link it up there. I'm really bad with linking my stuff now, because I'll be trying to get these videos out and I'll be having so many of them, and I forget what vlog I'm talking about or where I said I was gonna put it. But yeah, so the only thing I was worried about when making candles was this was sliding off because there was some wax in here. But that's a quick fix. You just gotta wipe the wax out of there and it's, you know, no longer coming out. But I will say, but that's with any melter as well. You're gonna get some wax stuck in here, and you're also gonna get wax, you know, like it's gonna, you know, continuously leak, or it's going to have a bit of splash. It's all melters, honestly. So, but this is my first time actually like using and having one, and that's why I wasn't using this. And also I didn't need to, because I wasn't making big batches like that like I am now. So I did use it for that, which I was only making 3 at a time. So I would make 3 one day, 3 the other day, and 3 the next day. I went and used it, as y'all seen on one of my videos, and then I realized, oh, that's why I don't use this as well, because it drips a little bit. But now I have a catch cup for that, which I already did, but I had it on my table at first, you know, so I didn't have the height that I have now. Really, it's still like a little bit tall for me. At least, you know, I can have it up here, pull this back, put this under here, and it goes like that. And then I can, you know, just easily catch it like that, and then turn it off, slide it back. So my other stuff over here, since we will be moving at some point, I got all my stuff packed up here, and yeah. So if you guys are interested in wholesale, hit me up in the comments. I'm working on the site now. I don't have it up because most people don't have the ingredients already there, nor do they have the money to go ahead and get them. So once you purchase wholesale, your first payment or your entire payment is going to go to those materials. So I can go ahead and get them in, and then, you know, have them come to me, then I can go ahead and start making them. The only thing is that why I haven't started yet is because I don't have the materials on hand just yet. But I mean, that's most of everything. People need to go ahead and put it's like a down payment. Put a down payment on something, and then I get your materials in and I make them and I send them out to you. So that was my only thing that I'm waiting on. Saying too, so I have the 1 ounces on the way, and I was thinking about using them for samples, like free, you know. But I was like, I don't know, that's 1 ounce. That's still kind of really big for something that's free. And the quality of my labels, that's what made me like, okay, I want them to pay for that because of that label alone. And I seen something on Instagram saying that they were selling like 8 ounces, then they had a smaller size because they didn't want to commit to a bigger size. So what I'm going to do instead of 8 ounces, I feel like 8 ounces is a lot. So I'm going to do 6 ounces. And then the 1 ounces are going to be if you don't want to commit to the 6 ounces. Y'all are live. So this is editing me right now. I'm not going to be offering the 6 ounces. I will be offering all 8 ounces for whatever side product that I may do, like wax melts, the squeeze wax melts and room sprays. Both of those products I'll sell at 8 ounces. And then if you want to try it out or to get a smaller size, I will offer a smaller size of those. And then I still will also have like really mini ones that I will give out for free in certain orders. I will have like a really small like free option, and then a 1 ounce trial size like minis, and then you have the full size. I think that's how I'm gonna do it. I had a random thought last night too, because I stayed up all last night. I had a random thought that I can use, you probably can't see it right now, but these are lip gloss tubes that I used to use when I was making lip gloss back in the day. The exact same color scheme, so white caps, plastic bottle as the spouts, so I can use those as the free samples because the 1 ounces are 30 milliliters. Those I believe are 15 milliliters, so it's half the price, half the materials. I don't have to use my texture label. Even I still want to be on brand, I don't have to use texture label. If I do, it'll be a really small label. So it'll be a lot cheaper, and I would be fine with giving that out for free samples, because I could equate the 1 ounce samples or giving the 1 ounce samples away or 1 ounce testers away for purchases over a certain amount. That's fine with me. Like how Candle Science does, you can buy the 1 ounces or you can get it for free over a certain price. But I was still thinking, when I go to craft shows or vendor events, I don't want to necessarily give those out. So what I was thinking, the lip gloss tubes are perfect little bitty samples without having too much of the packaging. What's crazy is I was just talking about my wax melter. I just became a part of ATC's Creator Collective, where I'm affiliated there now, and that is the melter that y'all should know was I reached out to them for a partnership and a collaboration. They agreed, and I got it and reviewed it and tried it and whatnot, and that's how I got my melter. It is a melter that holds a good amount of wax, and it is under $100. I believe it's like $86, and that's gonna be linked below. And it is on Etsy from a fellow Etsy creator. So if you're looking for a good melter that is under $100, there you go. And I just revisited and rebuilt some of those links below as well. Fix some stuff, fix some of my regular links and my affiliate links. And I also, I'm glad I remember this, I created a blog. I'm not sure if I touched on this yet, but I created a blog to host all of my affiliate products and to put them together in each post. And when I have some for like candle making equipment, extra candle making stuff that you don't need to make candles, but if you want to be extra like me, or just some other stuff that could be more helpful. And also some vendor event and pop-up shop stuff. That's what I started with because I've been thinking about doing those at some point. Don't know when, because I'm still gonna get my products together, which I finished all of my candles that y'all seen when I get those videos out. And I'm gonna be, I believe, working on wax melts at some point as well, because they're pretty cheap to work with. But what's stopping me is those labels, because I know that's gonna be the most expensive and the most time consuming. So I still gotta do that, and I'm still working on photography. So getting some of my photography props, and I also got which that was the last vlog I posted. Well, one of the last vlogs I posted, that was like an older vlog, but I didn't know how to put the clips together, so I just put some random clips together and uploaded that video, and it was like a vault vlog because I had it for a little while. And that's where I got that background from AliExpress. It's textured. It's pretty nice, and I've been thinking about honestly using beige, and because my material is like sandstone, because I want to do something with a texture, and a lot of the stuff I want to use like a beige or brown background, and use sandstone pedestals and props. And then I was thinking I could, since I'm going all out with that texture, and it's my texture for my brand, and that's honestly something luxurious, and it also will help me validate my price point due to my labels and also the photography. So that's why I don't want to go cheap on photography. I have a few, things that I can get, or I could go find some cheaper ones or whatever, even though I'm sure you can still make them look luxurious. I want them to represent like, oh, this is a good quality backdrop, and she's selling good quality candles, and I want my photography to reflect that. We just got a new package in, and it is, I'm gonna show y'all right now because I gotta open it up. I was gonna get some of the other ones too, like the bigger size, because y'all should know, because I told y'all a little bit I wasn't going to a while ago until I think probably just finalized a decision in which I already bought these, so money is spent. And I was gonna get the bigger size, and they were on sale for like under $4, but I didn't make the sale in time, and I still haven't even got paid yet, so. They're so cute, and they're so small. Oh. Okay, well, these are the caps. So these are some lip gloss tubes that I was using when I was making lip gloss like a few years ago. And these, I was gonna use these, but I realized I don't have a lot. I thought, cause I remember buying like 100 of these when they were like really cheap on AliExpress. I can't really find them for that price no more. And I used a lot more than I thought, so I don't have any left. And I was thinking that these are 15 milliliters or 20, and 1 ounce is like 30 milliliters. So that's about half of this. So I'm probably do 5 to 10 milliliters to make it an actual sample, because I want to give those out for free, or at least because I got an idea from somebody I was watching. It took me a while to get on onto her platform and to watch her. I was watching her videos at first, and then I never really subscribed, and I seen not only was her last upload 5 months ago, right? So I'm like, okay, let me go look up her Instagram, because something ain't right. She closed down her shop too. I think it was like Milky. I know it's like Milky Candle Shop. She closed the shop down, and I'm like, it's crazy. I've been going on this girl's page ever since I finally said okay, because I really do like her content. So I'm like, it grew on me. So I'm like, of course, when I subscribe, and it's like she's not even uploading no more. So I just been going all the way down her videos. So yeah, so she gave me the idea. So she would no longer want to give out free samples, in which I don't mind giving out free samples depending on how big the order is, honestly. And also with these too, is like I can just like not pour as much or make a little bit more, but technically I don't really do that. I don't really have more to pour to where I would have like a free, sample to give out, so I would have extra to pour in here. I would have to intentionally make those, honestly, because like when I pour, I make just enough for those candles sometimes to where if I pour too much or if I have a little spill, one is not going to be as full. So I take a straw and you dip it in there, you put your finger on it to keep some pressure on it so the wax doesn't fall out, and then you transfer it to the next candle until they're about evened out. That's what I typically do because I don't pour too much. But yeah, so I can at least be proud of myself because we did get some stuff done. We moved into a place, which was my dream for a long time. I bought all my supplies, and even if I didn't buy anything or put anything together right now, I still found my candle recipes, whether it was the Annie jar. I found a candle recipe. I found my brand identity. I became an Amazon affiliate, and I just became an Etsy. Oh, I forgot to tell you, I became an Etsy affiliate too. So I made a link tree for that because it was kind of difficult to understand. So I could transfer all the links into affiliate links, but I was trying to figure out how I was going to put those links together. But I decided on making a blog on Wix. I used to use Wix. I don't use Wix anymore, but I was like, I can make a blog on there for free. But what I ended up doing was, which they said you could do in the first place, but it wasn't really explained well to me. So you could put everything into a collection and it would still be like an affiliate store. Because it didn't like how Amazon is. It looks like a legit storefront. With theirs, it was just like your favorites list. You just made lists. And I'm like, I'm making lists, but is somebody gonna see it? So I ended up reading the instructions again and just making a list. And then you can create the original list link into an affiliate link. And what I did for that is I put everything into the collections, how I had separated them, made the link, how I was supposed to make the link, and put it on the link tree. And so it's not like every individual item, it's individual collections. So that makes it a lot easier because all I had to do was just heart it and then convert the link over, and I put it on my Instagram. So yeah, so I got that, and I also redid some of my affiliate links too. I had a lot of them. It just felt a little bit cluttered and nobody was really using some of those, even though most of those, honestly, were either places that I use for my business, like free sign up or free plans that you can only get through us, or just in general, because some of them actually do have free plans or like trials. And some of them also help you earn money back. And some of those, like even for Avery labels, they give you 10-15% off. So they were like coupon codes for you to get, because you already shop there. So why not just go through it and get like money off, honestly? So that's why I thought it was smart, but it just ended up getting a little bit cluttered. So yeah, so I did that. But yeah, so, and I should be proud too, because, and I try to push, because I got the candles though, so now I'm like, okay, next step, when it's like, you just hit a grand step there, all your candles are made. Not only did it take me so long to even find this recipe for these jars in the first place, but one thing I never did, I never stopped. I kept going. I had to pause and try another recipe so I could still make some content and money in the background, even though I didn't do those for long. Like when I found the recipe, I found like the recipe to those jars like 2-3 times with 2-3 different candle waxes. Even if I had to change it or what, I still kept going. I found the recipes. I made me a little money off of those. I mostly made money just honestly online. Not really through my products. I had to sell those products in person because I need to get those products out in the way, because I was using paraffin wax, and then I decided to change my wax, and I no longer felt comfortable selling those on my platform, so I didn't need to get those candles out, so I could go ahead and switch my other wax. So regardless, it was like I was making a breakthrough, creating my brand and a product, and then going back to the drawing board again, because I was like, this could be better, you know, or this isn't as good, let me try this. I was making a way, but then I was like, this could be better. So it's like every time I did something, I stopped. I was still making content, so I had to still keep making content to keep my platform up, so when I do come back with my product, we set and we straight. But yeah, and I should be proud too, because I bought, even though it's small stuff, I bought a comforter with some pillowcases, and I found some cheaper, you know, with a lot more pieces to the set. But hey, can't look at that. Hey, so I bought a comforter set, and the first thing I believe I got was an air fryer, right? Exciting. And then a shower curtain. So I bought some for the house because I love to decorate, but it just seemed like this place wasn't just gonna be the place. So I was like, this, and it's an older place, and I always figure of something a little bit more, in which we're gonna be finding like when we move and stuff. And they've been screwing us around, like since, because we were bought by a good company, then it got bought, then they just started fucking shit up. Now we're finding somewhere else, and I'm very excited about that. Hopefully we can find something in time. But yeah, so it was just a lot with that. And to me, it was like, I just knew this wasn't gonna be the place. All the stuff, it looks like we never even moved in. Like, oh, we just moved in every day. Like, because everything that's in there has still been in there. I've been going through stuff trying to get rid of stuff because I don't like clutter, but, and I don't want to have to move too much out of here because it was already house trying to get it in. All that stuff, I left packed up. All that stuff, I left sitting where it was. The only thing we unpacked with the stuff for the bathrooms, our room, and my candle room in here, in which as y'all can see, I packed right back on up. I just knew this wasn't gonna be the place, so I didn't even try to decorate. And also, I couldn't see it to be like, oh, let me decorate this way. I just couldn't see it. So, and I'm glad I didn't, because I would have ended up wasting my time, honestly. But yeah, that's enough for me. So I think I already told y'all majority of everything, like with my wax melts and stuff. So yeah, so basically, just be proud of where you are. Basically, it's kind of what they're saying. Like, you want to do more, you want to move to the next step when you legit, you got life, you got work, you may have kids, a relationship, a business, this type of business. Like, you just have many things that you're trying to pour into. And if you can't pour 10 times into this, it's okay. If you pour once, it's fine. If you pour a half of a cup, it's fine. If you pour a cup of this and a cup of this, you know, just that's fine as well. Just know and be grateful and also understanding to yourself. Give yourself a little grace. You did something. Like, I didn't think about it, but I did something for the house. I got a comforter. I got a shower curtain. I got something else for like a little soap holder, and I got an air fryer. Like, I did some stuff for the place that I always wanted to do, some technologies that I always wanted to have. I found candle recipes, you know, for my candles that I could sell. Even if I went back to the drawing board and felt like I made a move or a step and took a few back, you know. Even if I feel like I may have been finding myself and my stuff and going back to the drawing board and may not have been making money because I'm just putting more money out there to try to make sure it's right and not really letting it sit first, you know, at least I kept on going, I kept trying, and ultimately, I made it to my goal ultimately, because I got the candles made. They're sitting right there. Even though I can't get my labels yet, this is a huge step. It took me almost 3 to 5 years to even get here, to find a natural wax that performed well in my double wick Apothecary jars. Those jars, no matter what wax I use, I want them to be double wicked, or even if I couldn't, I wanted to use those Apothecary jars. And I am finally here. So even if I can't buy them labels yet, I found my recipe. We got it. I bought the products. I bought the materials, because that took me a little while too, but I bought the materials. And they down there ready to sell. I need my labels and stuff still, but I got them. And another thing too is, which is why I made the Etsy thing in the first place, because I was like, I'm finna be on here for a while, because I've started to be more interested in pop-up shops, finding my brand identity with my pop-up shops. But I'm like, okay, are we selling online? Are we selling, you know, because I can sell them without labels at the thing. I don't know. That seemed kind of stupid to do. That wasn't smart, but I feel like it could be a little bit cheaper to try to do pop-up shops, honestly. But at the same time, I'm extra, and I found a lot of little stuff, which is on those Etsy collections that I'm gonna show y'all basically, or that are linked down there below. There's a lot of that little stuff that I want to put for my pop-up shop and have there, and it's pretty. I ain't gonna say it's expensive, because it's below $1,000, but for some pop-up shops where it's like handmade, custom, crafted wood, you know, that's a decent price, but it's a little more for me right now. And if I'm trying to save money by doing a pop-up shop, because really I can just use my little table. I can get my table with a tablecloth, with, even if my banner may be a little bit more expensive or whatever, because I want it to be like a textured canvas label, it's still fine, you know, and I just need this. So I ain't even gotta do all the extra stuff right now. Realistically, I can just use I already got a table, just need a tablecloth and a banner, and I got my product right here. So I don't need no extra shelves right now if you're starting off. So I still have this, you know. It's just going cost against cost, or which one you think is gonna do you best, trying to market in person or keep trying to market online to thousands of people who may not care about you, who you have to make care about you, rather than people who are coming to this place to shop. Yeah, it just would be two different baskets that I would be trying to figure out which one I want to do. So